Okay. This is my Unit 5C choreography. My name is Samantha Harwood and my candidate number is 2012115. So I started dancing at a young age. All of my influence was general modern theatre dance, tap, ballet, modern, jazz. I carried on up until that scale, right up until I was 16, and I did go into a bit more of a freestyle kind of disco dancing, went into competitions. Again, didn't really have my own creative ability as much in the sense of being able to have the freedom of being able to create my own dances. That was something I tended to keep behind the doors of my bedroom with my friends in the garden as such. When I was 18, I went to Laban and I went for 9 months, but I did struggle because I found that then I was thrown into a world of creative improvisation and suddenly having to be able to improvise, which is something I struggled with myself because I was so used to that structure of the theatre world. I carried on working as a professional dancer, and then when I did get to the age of 25, I did set up my own studio, which then allowed me to kind of break into my own creative abilities as such in the street dance and commercial world, which I found encouraging and that I got a lot of enjoyment and happiness out of. And I found that was kind of my passion then to help others and the children that I was teaching in that world. And at the same time, it was that kind of breakthrough in the street dance world when all the TV shows, Britain's Got Talent were on, Diversity were a massive influence, and that kind of went in line with all the creative side that I then generated myself. As I carried on and as I've developed over the years, I've gone more into a kind of lyrical jazz, stroke contemporary lyrical background as such, because I just find that that kind of suits my style of performing a lot better, and it's what I am very good at myself, so that's where I am at the moment. I've chosen to work with Wayne McGregor as a first artist because after having researched a few different people, I did find that the way that his mindset is kind of similar to my mindset, because I found that with Wayne McGregor, what I've struggled with improvisation and going into classes and the way I teach is that I don't really have a set kind of style, a set lesson plan as such, and neither does Wayne McGregor on a lot of his choreographic energies in his classes, which I'll explain to you about in just a second. But yeah, he was born in 1970. He did start dancing late. He did bits and pieces throughout growing up. And then as he got better and better, and his influences through the 70s were John Travolta, which allowed him to then express his own self. And then in 1992, he was appointed choreographer in the residence at the Place in London. From here, he set up his own dance company called Random Dance. Over the years as that progressed, that changed into company Wayne McGregor. And what Wayne found that over his time of choreographing, he found that he needed his own space in order to allow his choreographic ability to further. So therefore, he then created a point where he went into, if I just move on 1 second to here, he created Studio Wayne McGregor. And this was a place that he found that he could release these creative thoughts and this creative engine that he had. And this is where he found his way of working and the way that he choreographs. And in this studio, he collaborated a lot with individuals through scientists, artists, a lot of technological kind of background, history people. And here, he brought his dancers in with his company, and they gained their own individual creative expression. He mentored them, and he allowed them to work with his type of theory, the way of his choreographing. So that's what he did for his studio there. So with Wayne, he had three different types of working, or 3 different types of ways. He had a way of working where he would just pass movement on, so he would improvise in the space, he would do things and then just expect his dancers to pick up his offload of what he's just produced. So if I just show you this, he'll just be
found an opportunity to feel that I was able to express my own voice, and that's what's fueled me then to become a choreographer. I feel like I've got something to say, something to share. And I guess what's interesting is that I'm now obsessed with the technology of the body. I think it's the most technologically literate thing that we have. And I'm absolutely obsessed with finding a way of communicating ideas through the body to audiences that might move them, touch them, help them think differently about things. So for me, choreography is very much a process of physical thinking. It's very much in mind as well as in body, and it's a collaborative process. It's something that I have to do with other people. You know,
I'm just going to stop there, and I'm just going to move on to this.
It's a cognitive process in a way. I work often with artists, obviously dancers and other choreographers, but also more